Picture this. You ask an AI agent to book your holiday. To do that, it has to act for you. It searches, chooses, and pays. And the moment software acts on your behalf, one question appears. Who is this thing and what is it allowed to do? For people, we have answered that for decades. For software agents, at this scale, we are only just beginning. Let us build the answer up, one idea at a time. Here is the thing. This is not a new problem, and it is not an unsolved one. In open banking, open finance, and national consumer data programs, handing over a password and screen scraping for machine access were killed off years ago. Long-lived bearer tokens were never the standard. How did we make that possible? A common trust fabric. And that fabric, and the non-human identities it serves, have been evolving for years, to give those identities exactly what they need to operate. An agent is simply the newest non-human identity, arriving into a fabric already built to serve it. So here is the part almost everyone skips. Everything I am about to show you, verifiable identity, sender-constrained tokens, delegated authority, already exists. These are mature building blocks. But on their own, they only work between parties who have already agreed how to trust each other. Federation is the layer that changes that. It lets independent parties who have never met resolve each other's identity and policy, on the fly, at scale. Everyone has the building blocks. The missing piece, the thing an agent ecosystem actually needs, is this fabric. And here is how it actually works. You never pre-share keys or hard code who is allowed. To trust an agent, you fetch its signed statement and follow the signatures up a chain to a route you already trust. The authority in the middle attaches policy along the way, what the agent is allowed to do. So a service that has never met the agent can still trust it and know its limits just by resolving that chain. This is not a theory. The very same machinery already runs national identity schemes and global payment networks. An agent is simply the newest participant. So, identity. Not a username and a password. Every actor mints its own keys and publishes a claimed identifier, a unique web address that anyone can fetch. In it, it names which trust anchors vouch for it, and it can name more than one, so it is recognized across ecosystems. All of it on open standards. Raidiam has provided trust services like this for years, for nations, large enterprises and payment schemes, and still helps shape the standards, like a passport that lists which countries recognize it. Permission that only ever shrinks. The agent is never given the keys to your account. It is given a narrow, specific permission. And here is the important part. The agent does not decide its own limits. When it hands part of a job to another agent, it can only ever pass on less than it holds, never more. And if it needs something beyond its bounds, it cannot grant that to itself. It reaches back to you. The fourth idea. When a company spawns an agent from its pipeline, that copy proves what it is. Where it runs, the hardware holding its key, its exact build, and the limits it was born with. A trusted party vouches for all of it. And the last idea, control. Authority is never permanent. It is time-boxed to fit the job. A company's legal identity might last a week, a payments agent's authority just minutes. So most authority simply lapses on its own. You can also revoke it early. A signed status list flips one bit, and anyone can check that it is off. Policy redecides, dynamically. And through the shared signals framework, other participants subscribe to events about an entity, so a change reaches the whole ecosystem in real time. That is the whole idea. Identity, trust resolved, permission that narrows, and a clean-off switch. Now let us watch it actually happen, one step at a time. A concrete flow starts. Everything below is a real protocol exchange happening right now in this deployment. No recording, no mock. The acting agent is resolved, its entity statement is fetched, and its trust chain is walked up to the anchor. If it does not chain, it is refused. Identity, eligibility, delegated authority and execution are each established and enforced in a different place. The AI model can propose what to do. It never decides what it is allowed to do. The agent calls the resource server with its depop-bound token. The resource rechecks the proof, the key thumbprint, the audience, and the authority envelope before doing anything. The target resource is protected by a different authorization server, run by a different party. That server has never seen this agent, yet it builds a client relationship on the fly, resolving the agent's identity live through the federation. And there are many paths to turn what the agent already holds, a token or a verifiable credential from the first server, into authority the second will accept, a token exchange, a credential presentation, or the second server reaching out to the same customer itself. The agent starts a back-channel authentication request. The customer decides on a separate, registered device. The agent never sees the credential. The customer approved the request on the authentication device. Only now will a token be issued. The authorization server issues an access token carrying the approved authority, bound to the agent's key. The scenario finished. Follow the trail back. Identity resolved, authority granted and narrowed, every call re-verified. Everything you just saw is running for real, on real, open standards, resolved through the Federation, not wired by hand. Agents are simply the newest non-human identity, on a fabric that already governs thousands of them. That is how Raidiam Connect solves agentic identity today.